Let's go with a big favorite. Don't normally love big favorites, but I think Green Bay minus 10.5 versus New England is taking money. Um, First of all, the defense of Green Bay is definitely their strong suit right now. Um, and where's New England going to pick up yards and points with Brian Hoyer?
It's really hard to find.
It's going to be tough. I think Green Bay. I don't think Green Bay is going to put up a bunch of points. They'll only put up like maybe anywhere between 17 and 24. That feels about right to me.
Yeah.
But I think they're only going to let up like 6. I'll give New England a couple field goals.
Oh.
So Green Bay by two or three touchdowns feels about right for me.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I just don't see New England scoring points on any front of their game. Rushing is bad. It's passing is going to be really bad now, even with the backup. I didn't like it with Mac Jones, let alone a backup. Yeah. So I definitely think this one has the chance to get out of hand rather quickly.
Right.
You could look up at the second quarter and be ready to be done. And NFL Red Zone will only cut to it for like just the touchdown and then flash right away.
Right.
They know nobody's really invested in that game at that point. So
that won't be up. That won't be up for long. All right, Cleveland minus 1.5 at Atlanta. I think Atlanta's slightly overvalued here, just given that they did win in Seattle, but I think that isn't saying much. I think Cleveland's got a better roster top to bottom, and I think Atlanta does not stop the run very well. And what does Cleveland do best? Run the football. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
I think you could look up. They could have 200-plus yards on the ground. They're going to ball control, and they're going to win this football game by about a touchdown.
It could get, yeah.
Probably even more, maybe 2 touchdowns.
I could see that. I mean, with the way that Cleveland's going to control. Now, the only thing is, I do like Atlanta's rushing a little bit, just because
Mariota's athletic, gets out of the pocket a little bit. He can carry it.
He's able to move it. I just don't want to say that they're like completely immobile, but they're nowhere near the strength of a Cleveland run game.
Absolutely not. I agree. All right, Houston. If you can get them at plus 5.5 versus the Chargers, absolutely jump on it. I think Yahoo's got them at that. I'm pretty sure FanDuel does. 5.5 is a decent line for them. Look, LA's in a tough spot. Really, really injured. And Houston, they're going to be playing a little bit desperate, right? They're 0-2-1. The farther you get along in the season without a win, the more desperate that they get as a team.
Yeah.
We all know that these are professionals. When you add a little bit of desperation to put food on the table, I mean, that's their job. At the end of the day, that's their job.
Yep.
They have to perform. They have to do well. And the added desperation, I think, will do them well here. I'm not sure if they're going to win. I think they're going to make it close. They at least have a decent running game, so they're going to, kind of control the ball a little bit. Davis Mills can make maybe enough throws to stay in the ball game.
Yeah.
And with the Chargers being as beat up as they are, I don't think it's a terrible bet at plus 5.5. It's some really, really good value there.
That's our split. That's our last. That's the
Our
tiebreaker for the week.
Yeah. I mean, so you liked it. We got them also on a different betting app at 4.5. So you felt more comfortable at 4.5. I still like Houston at 4.5. I would advise you guys, if you can get them at 5.5, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's our split. Arizona on the road as a dog +2 at Carolina. A little bit of a puzzling line. Yeah. I mean, we all know Carolina's not that team, right? They're not good,
No.
right? Like, Baker's completing like around 54% of his throws. That's not good.
And I don't care what Arizona's offenses look like to this point in the year. We know that they're better than Carolina. I mean, that's not even. I like Coach more. I like Cliff Kingsbury over.
Yeah, and I don't even love Cliff Kingsbury, but he's better than Matt Rule.
Yeah, way better than Matt Rule. I'll take Kyler over Baker. I'll take Arizona's weapons over Carolina's weapons.
I think as a whole, absolutely. I think
I'll
defense.
take the running game.
Defense is going to be
no,
close.
not running game. I'll take C-Mac over James Conner.
Yeah.
But I mean, offense.
It's close.
It's.
But I think Arizona's a better football team.
There's no way that they should be the dogs in this.
I agree. I think Kyler's the ultimate
So jump
factor
all
there.
over it.
Yeah.
If they're going to give it to you, take it.
Absolutely. If they're going to give you points, then take them. And finally, in the early window, the international game in London, I believe. Minnesota -2.5 against New Orleans. Initially, I thought it was at New Orleans. I'm like, wow, that's probably why they're only 2.5. On a neutral site field in London, I'm not sure why Minnesota wouldn't be favored more heavily in this game. I mean, at every unit, they're better. I'm not really... Maybe defense, probably New Orleans is a little bit better, but, I mean, Minnesota's got a just potent offense. 2 good back, 2 good receivers, a good tight end. Line's good. Kirk Cousins is competent. Their DBs are a lot better. I mean, that's a good roster.
A 9 a.m. game. So you can really have the full football Sunday this week.
9:30 Eastern time on Sunday.
So that's what I'm hearing. You can have a full